Countdown to Contact 2025 will change humanity forever. The surge in unidentified aerial phenomena throughout 2025 has shattered previous records, with the National UFO Reporting Center documenting over 3,000 global sightings in just 6 months. What was once a fringe curiosity has become a worldwide concern, drawing attention from NASA, the Department of Defense, and leading academic minds. NASA's UAP Independent Study Team, after rigorous analysis, found no hard evidence of extraterrestrial life, but urged advanced AI and citizen involvement to track this accelerating mystery. Meanwhile, the Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office has opened hundreds of investigations, many still unresolved, acknowledging true anomalies beyond current human understanding. From Texas to Tokyo, mass reports of mile-wide triangular craft have ignited public anxiety and scientific urgency. With experts, governments, and even psychics converging on the same chilling prediction, the countdown to contact is no longer speculation. It's a rapidly approaching reality, poised to redefine humanity before the year ends. The prophetic consensus, mystics agree on 2025. In the annals of prophecy, few names generate as much intrigue as Baba Vanga and Athos Salomé. Both mystics, separated by continents and decades, converge on a chilling forecast. 2025 is destined to be the year humanity's isolation ends. Baba Vanga, the blind Bulgarian oracle whose followers credit her with foreseeing the fall of the Soviet Union, 9/11, and even COVID-19, described 2025 as the era of visitors from the dark star. She envisioned this unprecedented contact disrupting a global ritual of strength, widely interpreted as a major sporting event, perhaps a World Cup final or Grand Prix, watched by millions. Echoing her vision is Brazil's Athos Salomé, the so-called living Nostradamus. Salomé claims December 2025 will mark the definitive end of human solitude. Both seers agree. The world will witness first contact during a mass broadcasted event, a moment that will ripple across every layer of society. Salomé's warnings are particularly stark. He predicts that religious communities, especially among evangelicals, will react with fear. 3/4 could denounce these visitors as demonic. Meanwhile, economic fallout looms, with markets expected to reel from the shock, plunging into temporary paralysis. While skeptics highlight the lack of written records for Vanga's prophecies, her alleged 85% accuracy on major world events lends her claims a lasting mystique. Salomé's own reputation grew after his 2023 prediction of a fire in the sky revealing truth coincided with the James Webb Space Telescope's discovery of biological signatures on K2-18b. Today, even global institutions seem to heed these warnings. The United Nations is quietly preparing crisis protocols for contact scenarios, and declassified CIA files reveal Vanga's influence on UFO investigations during the Cold War. As leaked UAP footage from NATO drills stirs debate, the prophetic consensus grows harder to ignore. A countdown, perhaps, to a historic rendezvous that could redefine our place in the cosmos. The stadium scenario, why live events are ground zero. In the final months of 2025, the world's most watched sporting events are becoming more than just high-stakes competitions. They're emerging as the perfect stage for a new kind of global spectacle: extraterrestrial disclosure. The alignment of key events, the Women's Rugby World Cup final in London, the Formula One Grand Prix in Las Vegas, and the FIFA Club World Cup final in New York, coincides almost exactly with the perihelion of 3I Atlas, an interstellar comet on a hyperbolic trajectory through our solar system. On October 29th, as 3I Atlas vanishes behind the Sun, experts warn this creates an ideal window for probe deployment, with Earth's detection systems offering less than 10 minutes warning if objects descend from polar orbits. Stadiums, packed with tens of thousands of spectators and broadcast to hundreds of millions worldwide, represent strategic targets for maximum psychological impact. Panic could propagate globally in moments, amplified by social media and live coverage. The Pentagon's Project Blue Dart has already simulated scenarios where unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, disable electronics over dense crowds. The chilling precedent was set in 2024, when an NFL game in Philadelphia saw 37,000 phones. She instantly lose signal as orbs streaked overhead, tracked by FAA radar at Mach 15, defying conventional physics and generating no sonic booms. With over 2,000 UAP reports recorded already in 2025, international concern is mounting. The United Nations Protocol 7, designed to protect public safety, mandates the immediate cancellation of events if non-terrestrial activity exceeds threshold gamma, defined as 5 or more visual confirmations. As the threshold nears, the world's largest live events are now seen not just as games, but as potential flashpoints for unprecedented civil disorder and the possible unveiling of extraterrestrial presence. The playbook is written, the stage is set, and the world is watching. 3. Atlas, the stealth ship in our backyard. On July 1, 2025, astronomers sounded the alert. A new interstellar visitor had entered our solar system. Designated 3I/Atlas, NASA labeled it a comet. But mounting evidence paints a far stranger picture. This object, spanning up to 5 kilometers, roughly the size of Manhattan, travels at a blistering 37 miles per second. Unlike any known comet, its trajectory is uncannily precise. Calculations show it threads through the solar system on a path so improbably aligned with Earth's orbital plane, the odds are just 0.02%, as if threading a needle from 4 billion miles away. As 3I Atlas races inward, it executes maneuvers straight from science fiction. It skirts Mars on October 18th, swings near Venus on October 5th, and closes in on Jupiter by November 2. Each flyby is at a distance optimal for gravity assists, well within the corridor a spacecraft would use to adjust course toward Earth. Then, on October 29th, it slips behind the Sun, becoming invisible to telescopes at the very moment when any probe launches would be shielded from view. A maneuver some have likened to solar cloaking. Scrutiny intensified after Harvard's Dr. Avi Loeb reported a 37-minute velocity shift on July 22nd, a propulsion feat equivalent to 10,000 SpaceX thrusters firing simultaneously, behavior fundamentally at odds with known comet physics. Meanwhile, radar from the European Space Agency's Gaia probe picked up metallic density anomalies, hinting at a hollow, possibly artificial structure within 3I Atlas's nucleus. The intrigue deepens with its supposed point of origin, the Sagittarius Dwarf Galaxy, a region rich in ancient stars and shrouded in myth. Millennia-old Sumerian texts speak of gods from Sagittarius's arrow, and the mystic Vanga warned of a dark traveler's home. Despite these findings, NASA denied Dr. Loeb's urgent request to intercept 3I Atlas with the Juno probe. Now, as this enigmatic object sweeps through Earth's neighborhood, we are left to watch and wonder what secrets it carries from the dark between the stars. James Webb, the science, fueling the prophecies. The James Webb Space Telescope, long celebrated for its ability to peer deep into the cosmos, is now at the center of a scientific revolution that seems to echo age-old prophecies. Visionaries like Athos Salomé predicted that humanity's existential questions would be answered not by philosophers, but by a machine, one capable of unraveling cosmic mysteries through hard data. In July 2025, JWST delivered findings that have electrified both the scientific community and the public imagination. First, the telescope detected dimethyl sulfide, on Earth, a gas produced exclusively by marine life, in the atmosphere of exoplanet K2-18b, 124 light-years away. The significance was immediate. A molecule tied directly to biological processes, observed light-years from home. Though NASA initially withheld the discovery, leaked documents forced officials to confirm the finding, igniting debates worldwide. Meanwhile, JWST's Mars spectrometer uncovered chloroplast-like structures nestled near Jezero crater. hallmarks of photosynthetic activity, Dr. Frank Marcius of SETI openly declared that scientists are weeks from announcing biogenic certainty, echoing Salomé's foresight that space telescopes would soon shatter humanity's cosmic loneliness. JWST's mission has only grown more urgent. Its instruments now scour worlds like TRAPPIST-1e and Proxima Centauri b daily, searching for artificial illumination, potential signatures of advanced civilizations. The stakes are monumental. According to Project Blue Lens, a Pentagon study, verified proof of alien life could send shockwaves through society, causing 44% of Americans to question religious beliefs, a 31% plunge in global markets within days, and martial law in a dozen NATO states. As JWST prepares for major data releases in December, anticipation mounts. The convergence of prophecy and science suggests that a true sky revelation may be imminent, forever transforming humanity's place in the universe. Global contingency plans when silence breaks. Across the globe, governments aren't just watching the skies. They're preparing for a December 31st, 2025 that could change the course of human history. Military leaders are already in high alert mode. NORAD's Operation Starfall will elevate all forces to DEFCON 2 as of December 15th. In recent months, the Senate has authorized F-35 fighter jets to be equipped with advanced electromagnetic pulse weapons, specifically designed to neutralize unidentified aerial phenomena. These upgrades, fast-tracked by the 2024 Senate Appropriations Act, reflect a global consensus. Contact is not a distant possibility, but an imminent reality. Information control is now paramount. The United Nations, leveraging its Rio scale for extraterrestrial events, has mandated full internet shutdowns in the event of confirmed contact. Major telecom companies are running live tests of 6-hour digital curfews designed to manage the flow of information and prevent mass panic. Leaked European Union documents reveal emergency strategies to attribute any large-scale public disturbances to Russian drone swarms, buying crucial time for governments to organize public messaging. On the ground, containment efforts are visible. Siberia's Zone X and Nevada's Area 27 have been fortified with prison-grade fencing, engineered for non-human biological containment. These zones are now under the highest level of security, their expansion a clear sign of governments bracing for direct terrestrial encounters. Meanwhile, the economic front is no less fortified. The U.S. Federal Reserve has enacted the Titania Protocol, rapidly stockpiling $2 trillion in gold reserves to stabilize the banking system against the shock of global panic. Religious authorities are not immune to the anxiety. The Vatican's Monsignor Carlo Maria Vigano has openly declared that any extraterrestrial life will be labeled demonic, aiming to preserve faith amidst unprecedented uncertainty. Billionaires, too, are hedging their bets. Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are constructing fortified bunkers in New Zealand, a testament to the seriousness with which those in power view the coming days. As 3i/Atlas speeds toward Earth at 130,000 miles per hour, and the James Webb Space Telescope's data looms, the world's leaders are not planning welcome committees. Their sole priority is to prevent societal collapse when the stadium lights inevitably go out. The countdown is relentless. By December 31st, 2025, humanity's isolation will end. Not with a whisper from deep space, but with stadiums full of witnesses and a planet forced to reckon with its place in the cosmos. Every piece now fits: the prophecies of Vanga and Salomé, the unnatural trajectory of 3i Atlas, the urgent military buildups, and the secrecy swirling through official channels. This is no longer speculation. It's a matter of mathematics and crisis management. Crucial dates draw nearer: October 29th, when 3i Atlas vanishes from tracking; December 19th, the rugby final that could become ground zero for public revelation; and December 31st, the deadline that marks our entry into a new epoch. The debate isn't about if, but how societies respond, how faith contends with the unknown, and whether markets and governments can withstand the greatest shock in history. One truth is unavoidable: In the vast, ancient timeline of Earth, 2025 is the year humanity steps into the cosmic arena. As Avi Loeb cautions, denial is planetary malpractice. Prepare your supplies, document the skies, and remember, when the world unites under the stadium lights, we may discover we've never truly been the home team. The greatest discovery in history is now just 138 days away. Conclusion: the inevitable countdown. In the closing days of 2025, humanity stands on the brink of an unprecedented revelation. The interstellar comet 3I Atlas, racing through our solar system, has ignited a global frenzy, not merely for its scientific intrigue, but for the chilling alignment with ancient prophecies and cutting-edge discoveries. As October 29th approaches, when 3I to Atlas makes its closest brush with the Sun, and December 19th draws near with the world's attention fixed on a stadium packed for the rugby final, every sign points to a countdown unlike any before. Recent data from the James Webb Space Telescope hint at biological markers in deep space, while military strategists scramble to respond to an unknown threat. Economies tremble, faith traditions face schism, and the public demands answers. The mathematics are irrefutable, the urgency palpable. As Dr. Avi Loeb cautions, denial is no longer an option. The cosmic arena awaits. Humanity's isolation ends. Are we ready?